Like most farmers, Craig Van Rooyen has a special connection with the land. A background as a safari ranger in Africa taught him the importance of caring for the environment, and this has carried through to his farming career in Australia. Mr Van Rooyen grows lychees, macadamias and avocados on his 40-hectare property on the banks of the Burnett River near Bundaberg. The need to actively manage the sensitive landscape is a priority for Mr Van Rooyen.
All the waterways on the farm drain into either sediment traps or into dams, so every bit of rain that lands on the farm will drain into a system that we've designed, and it'll settle there before leaving the farm. And the reason being, I'm pretty passionate about the environment and want to reduce the impact on the environment. And the fact that I live right on the Burnett River and only 15 kilometres from the Great Barrier Reef, we are very conscious that we need to be environmentally sustainable. We try and look after the soil as best we can. And by doing that, we add microbes into the soil, we add composts onto the ground, and we really try to rejuvenate the soil, because by having a healthy soil, you have a healthy plant, and by having a healthy plant, you can reduce your pesticides and your fungicide usage. And if I can reduce the amount of fungicide and pesticide usage on the farm, it's better for the environment.
In conjunction with his soil health practices, Mr Van Rooyen also employs cutting-edge technology to protect his lychees from bats and birds. The tactics include a combination of netting, lighting towers, high-frequency sounds, gas guns, and as a last resort, shotguns. However, it's essential a well-managed irrigation system underpins the whole farming operation. While Mr Van Rooyen was happy with his system, he did want to know more about how long fertiliser was taking to get from the fertigation control unit to the blocks, an essential piece of information.
I had spoken to different growers and I was asking them how they were doing it, and a lot of guys would just turn one block off and then turn the next block on. And I said, well, how do you know that all the ferts actually got to that block? He said, well, I'm not really sure. And I said, well, I'm not absolutely sure either, and I'd love to find out. So then when Growcom offered this the service, I jumped at it.
The Growcom testing through the Rural Water Use Efficiency Program involves putting food dye into the fertigation tank and timing how long the dye takes to appear from sprinklers at various locations through the farm. The results at Sweet Sensations were a surprise to Mr Van Rooyen.
The dye actually got to the blocks more quickly than I was expecting. So it would actually mean that I can reduce my fertigation time, because I was allowing for an hour and a half after each irrigation. Now I only have to allow for half an hour after each irrigation to know that the lines are all being flushed correctly. By flushing the lines for a shorter space of time, it's actually creating less leaching, because for going for an hour and a half sometimes, I might have actually been leaching some of that nutrition through the profile. And so I think that's an important part. I don't want to leach anything out of the soil, because it'll run into the waterways, and then, which is environmentally, I don't approve of that. So it's been a saving in time, and it's been a saving, I believe, in the amount of nutrients that I need to put on the crop.